Welcome to another video on my walking robot Mirft2 based on the fischertechnik TXT controller, which runs embedded Linux, connected by Wi-Fi, programmed VLI mode using Python. Equipped with two front sensors for touching and a USB camera for image grabbing. A not connected battery pack. Why is it not connected? Because I am on AC power right now. It's on a scaffold because of the fact that despite the recent major reconstruction of adding two encoder motors at the back side, it still doesn't work quite as I'd hoped and intended. Test last time confirmed that that side is working nicely, at least when testing, not with the algorithm, and this has some problems. And of course I made a thinking mistake, well, not of course that I make a thinking mistake, but I made a thinking mistake, and I realized that I had to engage two motors instead of one. So in the software I already have put two motors at the same time, but testing is one element by one element separately, so I have to think about that. Then last time I paid little attention to the image grabbing. It separates now only the red color, which is intentional, and mostly that part of red is not really detected. The lower parts are detected. So yeah, is that sufficient? When the robot is really walking, we'll find out. And then modeling. I found out that there is something odd when I add a gear, a real gear, and animate it. So I have to look into that also. Anyway, now it's time to activate the controller and see if I can make contact. Then ready for the software. Camera ready to observe the boot sequence. This terminal is for output. Then this terminal is for the code. This terminal is for grab images, and this is RoboPro for testing. First, let's start, and hopefully doing it alright the first time. Community edition, loading firmware, and then I have to see that I make indeed contact. So this is one thing. Now I have to select the original firmware interface. Then thing is that I need to make contact, and yes, I can make contact. Acknowledge, and I'm in. That is perfectly fine. Now I can go in here as well, and this is very nice. So now I can actually start doing what I need to do, and first thing is that I have to set the date. I can do that very clumsily on the interface, but I do that preferably via the terminal, because this date is not corresponding to the real date, which is 2019. So 2019 6 and 25th by now, 25th June, and then it is this time. And reset. That's good. Next. That's good as well. I'm fine with it. Or actually I should first enter the code. Right, now nothing can happen again or anymore. TXT, yes, and I'm dead. I'm done. Right, now setting everything the way it should be. So I take the camera and move it over to here. Slightly lower angle than usual. And another thing is that I want to test if the scaffold is placed correctly. Now I can grab a wider image. Now I also took care of the fact that the scaffold is only supporting the motors. If I put it a little bit to the left or to the right, it may affect the gears. So now with testing, I am very interested in how it will operate. And this is better. I had the AC wire under the battery, and that's not the idea. So let's invoke RoboPro. And see how things work out. So apart from RoboPro, also the wiring schematics, and now I have to take care of the right hand side, which means I have to set motors 1 and 4 at the same time, 2 and 3, and 1 and 4 at the same time. So this is alright, and 1 and 4, 1 and 4, slowly, and then it is nice if you see everything. So you should see this side go. Something is rattling completely. Yeah. So this the internal red gear here is okay. Now I think I know what is going on. Yeah, I think I found a problem. The distance between the motor gear and the internal red gear is a bit large. So I have to stop it. I have to stop them. I have to check if, and now let's take the model. I have to check if these distances are correct. Am I doing that correctly? Yeah, I do that correctly. So I just held this gear, I pushed this gear a little bit away, which should not be possible, and this just went rolling. So there's something with this construction here, and this didn't do anything either. So there's something weird. But why? That's the big question. That is a very big question right now. And the other thing is that this side and this side are identically constructed. Wait, no, there's not. Is it true or not? Yeah, it's true. They're identically constructed. So something is absolutely off. But what and why? Right, carefully with the scaffold, it has to rest on the motor only. That is better. So nothing has changed here on this side. This is new and this is giving a problem. But let me now test with 2 and 3. So these two and go. No error whatsoever. This is a very nice flowing of the gears. Nothing wrong, but at the same time this side gives a problem. Now if it walked as nicely, it would walk. No scaffold needed, at least with testing. So once again, so why? What is happening and why? Invoking 1 and 4. Alright, let's change it to 5 of them. No problem, but it doesn't work. 6 and 6. 7 and 7. Nothing. Alright, stop this. Yeah, stop this. I have to check the interfaces as well. Yeah, that works and that works. So why the gearing? I will try to see for that for Blender. Right, now another thing is, of course, another test for imaging. Right, let's run the program. With possible gearing effects. Yeah, that is what I was afraid of. That is not good at all. And considering the test I just did, it must be the right hand side. Network error. No. Not once again. Yeah, that is from behind. Yeah, definitely. All right. Let's just say that I have to change the software for this, definitely. But now it's time to display imaging. That is one thing. Then resulting image from the color separation. Oh, look at this. How sweet is this? I did not expect this, but this is very nice. Red, red, red and red. Although not completely, but oh, I like this one. This is leading me to the blob. Yeah. Oh, look at this. This is lovely. This is really what I want. Nothing wrong with this one. Now, if I only know that using this specific distance of, I think, over 30 centimeters or something like that, that I will get this result. This is great. Nothing to add. Wonderful. So, I even see color gradients. Like this is even, this is darker, this is slightly darker, although here is something missing. This is darker as well. This is maybe a bit too light. On the other hand, here's something gray, and here is it gray? Not really. I don't know exactly what this is, but this is looking very nice. Oh yeah, right. I missed, these are two plates and I missed those plates, partly anyway. Here's a part of the plate, here's a part of another plate, but overall, yeah, very good. That means that I am now going to concentrate on the coding, because that is something that worries me big time. And specifically, not even the distance, 350, I determined that with the other robot, the Discovery. But the speed. Here something really goes wrong. According to the manual, 512 is the speed you want. Maximum speed for the encoder motors. However, I actually want to set speed manually. So, in order to do that, I have to make it interactive. And how to make it interactive? Well, I'm not going to do it in a graphical mode, that is for sure. Graphical modes on Linux are, and Unix in general, are not my favorite. So, how to do this? Asking for something. So I will have to ask myself as user to give speed. Then what I can do, oh yeah, right, there's something else, because now I have right and right 2 and left 2, so those are 4 speeds, and I will have to set them all at the same time. Let's see how that works out. So command max is max is 512, min is minus 512. But that's not what I'm after. I'm after, right, to make things absolutely clear. Copy word and then paste. That is what I liked. Okay. Change word. Speed. Then let me do it in this way. And now how to ask for it. Alright, a quick thing then with speed. So according to information I saw is raw input, etc. and then speed it. So variable speed, raw input, let's print it on screen and then insert it, I hope. Let's do this. Ooh, okay, raw input not defined. So I probably have to use a library for this. Yikes. Let me check. Alright, I was assuming the wrong Python version, so I have to use input instead of roll underscore input. So save and go. Please not again. Go. Right. This means that I will take not 512, I will take 215. String. Kidding me. Oh, I'm giving a number while it expects a string. Really? That operand for or I have to do it a little bit different. Not an array, but I give it like this, and I have to put it just like a real number. Then minus 250. Okay, minus 215. Yeah, string to integer. Alright, I have to convert this. Thinking too easily. How about that? Once again. Right. I have to find this out. And in the meantime, I am reaching the end of this of half an hour, so I still want to do something in Blender. But let's find out quick first about string to integer. Right. It turns out that string this is string and this is integer, and you have to cast it, which is not uncommon. But this is for me the first time that I do it in Python. So I introduced speed underscore string, and then I cast it with integer to be an integer. No error here, except that this is happening, so it doesn't walk, it just sends more images, which I don't care about because I now have a very nice set of images. So this have to be tested once more, which I'm fine with. And then for the final time, Blender. So last time I had 4 gears, and saving and reloading and even quitting Blender and reloading gave me nothing. The gears just disappeared. So the only thing that was really happening is that I had to load, import, save, and then. So now I am going to do exactly that again. Add mesh. No. Add mesh, and then I have to extra. Where are my gears? Mechanical gears, gear, and number of teeth is roughly 24. This is certainly not 1 meter, this is more like 24 millimeter. Yeah, fine. Width is certainly not 22 centimeters, it's more like 4 millimeters. No, I said 4 millimeter. No. Zero 0.4. No. 0.4 centimeter if you want. No. Oh wait, the other way. What the? Wait, why doesn't it get smaller? The width, come on. Oh, you're kidding me. A width of minimum 5 centimeters? It's 4 millimeters. Not even. Okay, 5 millimeter. This is crazy. Which gear is it? This one. It is this one. Okay, this makes no sense. Delete. But wait, this gear is not anymore. I have to revert. I have to undo because that gear is not how I had it. Revert. More revert. I have to reload. Okay, so be it. Open, resend, U. But this is not the gear either. This is not going according to plan. Let me reload. Close Blender, reload, and see whatever happens with this gear. Oops. Alright. I restarted Blender, opened, and it turns out that I was wrong. This gear was like this, but it's not like the gears that I want to. So I have to do that again. Adding a gear, making the center like this instead of like all pikes. So what do I have to do? I have to check on the now interactive code. I have to check on Blender, and I have to check on the gears. And for now, I think that's all the time that I have for this episode. So that's it for now. Questions still remain. New stuff to be sorted out. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion, please. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. And please show support by making a donation via either PayPal or Wired. You can also become a patron, and depending on the pledge, may have your name mentioned on my website and with my videos. This is obviously going to be continued. Have a nice day. Oh, and take a look at the information under this video. Bye bye.